All right, so what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna go over one of the licks that you saw in that solo at the beginning of the video there. But I'm also going to take the opportunity to talk a bit about harmonics and different types of harmonics that you can do on the guitar. I did a really specific type of harmonic at the beginning of that solo called a pinch harmonic. And that is different from some other types of harmonics you may already know how to do. And I want to point this out because it took me a while to figure out how to really do the pinch harmonic correctly. So I'm going to talk about some really important details that will allow you to get that really high pitch harmonic that you heard at the beginning of that solo. If you want the tabs, interactive tabs for the full solo you saw at the beginning of the video, please check out my website. This lesson is up there now. You have access to the interactive tab as well as the backing track. So definitely check out my site if you have not already. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. So everybody knows the really basic harmonics, which you just play a lightly touch a string, right? Like the 12th fret. That's probably the easiest one that everybody knows. And you just pick it. You very lightly touch over the fret, right over the fret with your fretting hand, and pick it. It sounds something like this. You can do that over other frets, right? You can do that over the 5th fret, say. You can do it over the 7th or 9th, and even the 4th. You can do it a bunch of different places. So that's the basic, open string harmonic, a really basic idea there. Then you have the Eddie Van Halen type of harmonic where you tap 12 frets up. You can do it at different distances. You can also do it at 5, 7, 9 frets up, but that's probably the easiest to achieve. So to do that, I can say play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string and tap 12 frets up. So I'm getting kind of the same effect, but I'm just tapping 12 up instead of holding a finger there in plucking. So a different type of harmonic. Then you have the type of harmonic where you lightly touch a set number of frets up from where you're fretting. So I could do this. I could again play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And if I play the note and then I tap, not tap, but lightly touch 12 frets up at the 14th fret, you'll hear a harmonic sound. So that would sound like this. It's another cool type of harmonic. So then we have the pinch harmonic, which is what I did at the beginning of this lick here. So to play this lick, it sounded a little something like this. Took me a couple times to get it there, but that's the basic idea. I picked it, just bent up a normal note, and then I picked it again, but I did a pinch harmonic. I achieved that harmonic sound with my picking hand and got that high-pitched note. So here's the trick. When you bend up, or whenever you do a pinch harmonic, first the mechanics of the right hand, which most people know this part, where what you do is you hit the string with a pick first, and then you also touch it with your finger as the pick goes through it. So if I could put it really, if I could zoom in right here, I'm picking, and then my finger is lightly touching the string as I come through. That's how you get a pinch harmonic. So that's the basic idea. Just lightly touching with your thumb after you hit through the string with your pick. That's how you get it. Now, you may have noticed, you may have experimented with this before and have not been able to get the string to sound the way you want it to sound. And a lot of times that has to do with where you are picking on the string. So that's a part that a lot of people don't know. There's this piece where you have to pick and then brush the string with your thumb, but it also matters where you do it. So let me do an example here. Let me do that same bend up on the 7th fret there, and let me do that same harmonic technique at different places on the string. You can't quite get the sound, that same harmonic sound, in every place along the string. I'm picking in a very specific area. I'm picking right above the middle pickup, maybe a 1/4 inch in front of it. So there's a very specific spot that I need to pick to get that harmonic sound. When I hit that spot precisely the way I want to hit it, then I nail the harmonic no problem. So it sounds again like this. Sounds like that. So that's the takeaway from this harmonic lesson I wanted to give you, is that when you're trying to incorporate pinch harmonics into your playing, you have to experiment when you're playing that note where you are actually picking. There's a sweet spot where you're going to be able to achieve that really high-pitched harmonic. And if you mapped it out, this would be one of those harmonic distances from here. Just like you can tap at 5 frets, 7 frets, 9 frets. When you do the pinch harmonic, there's specific spots you're able to achieve that harmonic. So that's what's going on here. It's all the harmonics are basically the same idea, where you're in some way, shape, or form picking a certain number of frets up from where you're fretting. You're just doing it with your pick hand instead of tapping or playing directly over that fret. So that's the takeaway. Watch out where you're picking on the string relative to where you're fretting. Every place you play on the neck, there will be a sweet spot for how you achieve that harmonic. So that's the harmonic part of the lesson. Now for the rest of this, let's finish up the rest of this lick here that you see at the bottom. Again, if you want tabs for the full solo that you just saw, as well as the backing track, please go and try out my site, guitarlikedojo.com. It's free for 30 days and $9 a month after that, so pretty inexpensive. All right, so the rest of the lick goes like this. And let's play the whole thing through once so you can kind of hear how it sounds. So we're in the key of A. This is pretty easy rock blues type of stuff here. I already went over the harmonic part. I don't think we need to talk about that anymore. The next part is this. Basic pentatonic double stop type of stuff here. So 5 and 5 on the 2nd and 3rd string. That's how you get that sound. And that is 7 on the 4th string. So again, and then we play this lick right here. Now that part, I'm doing a downstroke on the 7th fret on the 4th string, a upstroke on the 7th fret on the 5th string, and then downstroke, upstroke on 5, 7 on the 4th. So it's like this. With the fretting hand, you have to watch out and make sure that you're rolling correctly to have those notes ring out cleanly. So after that, we slide down from 7 to 5 on the 5th. And then we're down in this position down here at the 3rd and 5th fret. We do this. So that's 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, slide up. And that is the entire lick. So let's play it through one more time at a slow speed.